literally like restricted, banned.
Yeah, Jim, what guys doing? Okay, man. One sec. Let me turn this down.
So I would highly recommend it. It's going to be a platform.
Yeah, hope you guys doing okay, man. I am not gonna be too long today. I do have some stuff I gotta do with my kids, so I can't stay too long. So hopefully, you guys will go back and watch this video. But I'm just gonna talk about what I'll do is I'll talk about this today, and tomorrow we'll also discuss it tomorrow, because I don't want you guys to miss out on this strategy as I was using yesterday. Yesterday I had 11 straight positive trades. 11 straight, which is absolutely crazy. Okay, guys, audio working, right? I think we should be good. Let me double check real quick. Is my other phone here? One second. Let me check out the phone. I want to make sure my audio is working, man. Just give me a second, guys.
With regards to the actual campaign, because your overall Z's are different, and the actual Z allocated to the campaign
audio
completely separate too. So that's where I had
audio's good to go. Also good to go. Yes, I wanted to share this with you guys, man, because I had very, very good day yesterday, just practicing some good trades, and a lot of positive things happened yesterday. And don't mind me, because I just got home, so I gotta eat this. You might be seeing me eating live on Space. I'm freaking hungry, so excuse me. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait a minute or two, maybe, before I start this. Like I said, I'm gonna talk about this today and talk about this tomorrow again. Hopefully more detail. But I made a post yesterday on my Twitter page. I had 11 straight positive trade. Let me see, where's that tweet? One second. Yeah, I think yesterday I because when you start to trade, right, you're learning different things, and you're trying different things out, and things are very interesting. Things are very, very interesting, man. One second. I fuck there. All right. So what I was saying was, let me share my screen real quick. I made a tweet yesterday saying, I think it was a Sunday. It was crazy. I had like probably one of my best, actually probably the best trading day I've ever had. It was unbelievable. These are all the trades I had, guys. Positive trades. I think it says, yeah, 7. Sorry, 7 winning trades in a row. 7 on, like, right here. I'm not capping, guys. I'm showing you this is them right there. Because remember, don't look at a dollar value, right? Because remember, I'm still experimenting, so I'm trying different strategies, but this one might be the ones I like the most. And 20% gain on one trade, 76% gain on another trade, 53% gain on another trade, 6% gain, 5% gain, 12% gain, 4% gain. All on. I did this between all in one day, but I'll look for the time. Is that time on it? Oh, I didn't put a time. But it was all in one day. It was like back to back to back to back. Yeah. I'm not saying I'm a master. No, I'm not saying no pro. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I found something that worked, and and it's I if something works, you keep doing it, right? If that makes sense. So of course, before you do that, there are a couple of things you need to also check, right? You absolutely need to make sure that let me share. Let me use this one. This is better. I like this better. You definitely need to make sure that the market is in an uptrend or downtrend, because this strategy works with either you're in an uptrend or downtrend. But if the market is going sideways, it's difficult to do this. Like I said, I'm still testing things out. But it to me, I feel like this thing will work. I really, really believe so. As a matter of fact, we're actually getting a golden cross happening on the 1 minute chart as I'm speaking. Let me see. So that's in the 1 minute, man. So that's not really as reliable, but so we're going into an uptrend like really, really soon, guys. At least on the 1 minute. I'm using the 1 minute chart. That's what I'm using. So I'm I'm probably gonna go through the strategy again because we don't have too many people here, and I can't stay too long. I have to leave the house at like in about 30 freaking minutes. I am gonna be eating while I'm on the show because I need to get out of the house soon. Mm, so a second, guys. I'm actually starving. Mm, yeah, okay. Mm. So the strategy is very simple. But before you do that, one second. Let me talk about if in my mouth. mm. Absolutely starving. All right. I normally fast all day, man. I eat later, but today it's just I have to leave the house to go to my son's um little school thing. So, all right. So the first thing to do with this strategy, check if you're an uptrend or downtrend. Okay, and of course, the most reliable moving average to determine if you're an uptrend is your 200-day moving average and your 100-day moving average. And as you can see here, we are in a downtrend. We've been in a downtrend for a while, right? For a long time. Let me make sure you guys can see me as you can. Let me turn this down real quick. Then, if you guys take a look at this, you see that it looks like we're about to go into an uptrend. It looks like the 200-day moving average is about to curve up, and the 100-day moving average covering up, and the 50 covering up. So it looks like we're going back into an uptrend. That's what it looks like. Okay. So that's the first thing I have to check. Are we in an uptrend or downtrend? Because basically, that is very important to know to apply the strategy. Like I said, I had 7 straight winning trades yesterday on a freaking Sunday, and I'm like, if I'm able to continue that kind of winning streak, I could be making a grand or 2 grand per day. No joke, guys. No cap. I could be making 2-3 grand per day. Of course, that's the high end. My goal is to make $100 to $500 to 1K per day. That's my goal on the low end. Um, so basically, the strategy has to do with 3 indicators, right? We're using the moving average, we're using the MACD, and we're using the RSI. And like I said, because I have to leave the house, I have to end the show soon. I can't be I have to go I have to go to my son's event at school. I can't stay too long. So but tomorrow I should be home on time and just I'll be spending a whole hour and a half on this. But I promised I was going to do it today. Unfortunately, I have to go. I can't stay too long. But we'll talk about this again tomorrow in case you guys have more questions, man. But this strategy works for me. I had 11. I'm gonna share it again. This is my proof right here. Go to my Twitter page. I had 7 straight winning trades. 7. All done yesterday. That's them right there. You guys see it. And I'm hoping to replicate that success continuously. Of course, not easy, but I want to show you what I did. So, first things first, the indicators I'm using. Like I said, I'm going to talk about this again. Or you go to my Twitter page and scroll down, you can see it. But the first thing I'm doing is indicators I'm using. It are I'm using let me zoom in here. Oh, sorry. I'm using three separate moving averages. I'm using the 200-day moving average. I'm using the 100 moving average and the 50 moving average. These moving averages kind of help tell me if the market is bullish or bearish, the direction of the market. Okay, just for direction, not for entries. Direction. Next one is my MACD. My MACD is probably the most important part of this strategy that can help you win as many times as I did yesterday. And the last one is our RSI, which kind of tells us overbought, oversold. And I'm hopefully, maybe, I don't know if we could get this market live. If I could get any entries now, because like I said, I have to end the show soon. I can't be too long. I do have like about 30 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. Yeah, about 30 minutes before I leave the house. So the strategy is very, very simple. Okay. So this is what it is. We're actually using, so let me zoom in. Okay. Let me zoom in some more. So I'm using the momentum on the MACD. You see this big waves right here? When it goes green, and when it goes red, okay? When it goes green, of course, price goes down. When it goes red, I'm sorry, when it goes green, the price goes up. When it goes down, the price when it goes red, the price goes down. So I'm using this as my indicator. I'm not necessarily using the crosses, right? But the idea is I want to catch. Let me show you. Let me zoom in some more. Let me do this. All right, perfect. My strategy is I want to catch the almost the bottom of where the price. I want to get much better entries. It's that simple. I just want to get better entries on my trades, either long or shorts, right? Okay. So let me open this up here. So I'm going to use this as an example. Okay, I want you guys to see this real quick. So if you take a look at this, you can see the bottom right here. The bottom right, if I track this bar, it tracks down to right around here, the very peak of my MACD, the very peak of my MACD, the peak of it, on the red is my bottom right here. Okay, now, because you're going to get different the height of the momentum is different. The higher the momentum, the higher the potential gain for you when you do lock in your trade. Okay, so the idea is I want to go long and short at the peak of this momentum. So at right here, I want to go long at the peak of it. Now the problem is we could get like a red bar here. So where would you know what your entry, right? But for me, I'm looking for the higher the bars, I want to go long at the highest bar, right? Is my closet breaking there? Check my drawer. Where my socks. It might be inside it. Check all four of them. So yes, I'm sorry. So you want to check the you don't go long at the peak, right? I think the issue is a lot of people might not be patient enough. And how you know is the peak, the RSI will help you determine, because so if you see the RSI, let me come close here, man. Come on, you know. Okay. Why is this still moving like this, man? I'm trying to get to. Damn it. Okay. Okay. If you see the RSI come down to almost oversold, when it gets pretty close to it, you don't even have to wait till it gets at the very bottom or oversold. Once you see the RSI come down to the very bottom here, your MACD peak should be at the top also, in addition to your price. So I'm just gonna go long right here. I'm not gonna wait. And also, what I normally do is because you see the MACD, this is momentum, right? The MACD momentum comes higher and it starts to dip down. And you see the colors deep red. Once that deep red starts to fade away, that is your entry. So normally what I've been doing, what I did yesterday was, because you would think, oh, most traders I was watching on YouTube, right? What they do is, oh, they will enter right here at the beginning of the green. But I'm like, wait, why would I want to wait and miss? Because if you wait to the very beginning, let me show you what happens, man. Look what happens. If I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting in here, but I want to get in earlier. So my entry could have been here at this bottom instead of all the way up here. So what I'm saying is you want to catch the momentum right before it fades into green. So I'm gonna go long, maybe at the peak of my MACD when it's red to go long, or I'm gonna wait 1 or 2 bars to see that it's trending down before I go long. So you could wait in 3 entries. Like you get an entry here, entry here, entry here, which would give us an entry here, here, or here, which is at the bottom, at the local bottom of where your price is. Same thing goes for, and like I said, guys, I'm going to talk about this tomorrow again, so no worries, because I can't stay too long on the show. I do have to go to my son's thing in about 20 minutes. But same thing also goes with the what's it called? The when is green, because when things get this high, I'm not looking to buy. I want to short, right? I want to short the market. So look what happens here. So the higher this goes, okay, so do you want to go short here? Like you might not know where you want to go short. For me, I want to go short when I see the momentum is dying down. I don't want to go shorts right here, but if you do, you could lose money. You will. Because at this point, price keep going up and up and up and up, and you could get liquidated or get stopped out on your stop loss. So I want to take a short when I see that the MACD momentum is dying down. See that? I'm going to show you what happens to the price. And remember, also same thing. When the MACDs has gotten this high and it's trending back down, the RSI is also overbought. So you want to short when it's overbought, and you want to short when you see the MACD momentum is trending down. And let me show you what happens with the price. Look at the price. Look at the price. So you got a little short here, but like I said, I wish I could zoom this out a little bit more. You guys could see this, but I wish I can. I'm going to show you all this at once. It's difficult to kind of get this down for you guys, but that's how I won that many trades yesterday. I was able to ride the momentum down, on my longs, on my shorts. And like I said, I'm going to go through this again tomorrow. Tomorrow in more detail because I can't stay too long today. But I think the most important thing is checking if what the market is doing. Is the market in an uptrend or downtrend? Uptrend or downtrend? Because at this point, we in a downtrend, right? Downtrend, test, downtrend again. So it's possible to catch the shorts on this one. Same thing. So I'm using my MACD. I want to get my entries. Same thing. Let me zoom this in some more. I want my entries, and you want to get your entries right before the momentum dies back down. Okay. So so you want to take a short in right when the momentum goes down, like right when the green momentum starts to fade. Like right here, right when the green, I just got to see this, right when you see the green on my MACD, right when it fades away, I'm gonna go shorts here. See, if I went shorts here, look how much I would have won. Taken out of shorted the markets from Bitcoin from 85,900 all the way down to 85,569. That's a massive gain right there, man. Massive. Because we are in a downtrend. You're going to do very well with that. And the same thing goes with longing it, right? You you could have won this trade by longing it once the momentum dies down, right before it goes. I would start shorting right when I see the momentum heights, the height of the wave there dying down. I would have gone long and also benefits on the green here. So you're basically riding the waves for your MACD, in addition to using your RSI to help you confirm it. The RSI will help you confirm the direction and if you're approaching overbought or oversold. The only time this strategy doesn't work is when the market's going sideways, and you could tell too. Like I said, I'm going to discuss this tomorrow in more detail, and I don't have time to take trades today. Tomorrow, I'm going to take some trades tomorrow live, so you guys will see. I just don't have enough time to do it today. But so basically, if I want to take a trade right now, I'll look at the momentum. Okay, look, it looks like the market wants to trend back up again. We've broken past the 50-day moving average. We've broken past the 100-day moving average. We've broken past the 200-day moving average, which means price is in an upward trajectory right now. As long as price stays above 200 EMA, we're in a bullish trend. So most of your gains should be longs. You can also short also, but you're paying attention to this. And before I take a trade, what I would do is I'll look at the momentum going up. Okay, cool. What I'll wait for is I'm waiting for my my MACD momentum. Like for example, now the momentum here is very weak, so this might be a sideways trade. I might not even take this trade. You could, but probably it's kind of high risk. I want my momentum to a lot higher. Look how high that is, right? That's what I want. I want it to be a little bit higher, just a little bit higher, because it'll probably even look more like this. You see how weak the signals are. The weakest signals do signal very weak price movements. It's difficult to win when the markets are chopping. When they're going sideways, it's very, very hard to win that. And another way to figure it out is go to RSI. If you see the RSI, bouncing around the middle line, let me show you. Okay, that's the middle line. So the middle line here is a 50. When you see the RSI bouncing like this, then you see that it's kind of sideways. But right now it looks like we're coming back down the RSI. But you want to look at the momentum. How high are the momentum candles here for your MACD? The higher they are, the more price opportunity, long or short, for you guys to win. Yeah. So like I said, tomorrow we'll talk about this thing a little bit more tomorrow. And I think that's a good chance for me to show you guys exactly what I mean by this. But yeah, man, this stuff works. Yesterday was my best trading day ever. I'll show you guys again in case you just joined. 7 straight winning trades, and now small, by the way. 20% gain, 78%, 76% gain, 53% gain, 6% gain, 5% gain, 12% gain, and 4% gain, all in one day. Actually, all in like a couple of hours, man. Using the strategy that I use that I just talked about. But like I said, I'm going to talk about this hopefully in more detail tomorrow. But I believe this thing works. I really, really do because I used it and I couldn't believe how much I was winning. It was unbelievable, man. It really, really was. Um, but there's no reason why you guys can't win on this. There's no reason why. Because if I could do it, someone that's been actively trading, seriously for the past couple of weeks, right? I mean, what, 6 weeks? I mean, seriously, taking it seriously for the past couple of weeks. There's no reason why you guys can't win on this. But like I said, tomorrow I'm going to discuss it in more detail, and we'll also take some more trades. And so right now, based on this, we are in an uptrend right now. And it looks like we're coming back to test some key levels here. We're probably going to bounce back. It looks like we're in an uptrend. So for me, I'm looking for nice longs. If I see that my RSI is coming down towards here, and I get some nice, I see my momentum. Look at that. My momentum candles getting weaker. Either green or red. The weaker they are, I'll just put a long in. I'll just put a long, like right here. I'll just say, I mean, I have to leave the house in a little bit anyway. So maybe I'll just say, let me go long right here. Let me go long. I'm just gonna do like a not small, like a 20 that 20x 20x leverage on there. I mean, like I said, I'm just go long here, not nothing too crazy. Place this trade real quick. I'm going long right now, not too crazy though. I'm going long about 20x right now, taking that trade right now, just to kind of test it out. I'll probably come back close the trade later. But yeah, so I truly believe that this stuff does work because I've tested it and I'm gonna keep testing it. That's the goal. But the idea is to keep winning. That's the idea. And like I said, the main thing is you're using, and I'm trading the 1 minute chart, by the way, the 1 minute charts, 1 minute, the 1 minute chart, the 1 minute time frame, and I'm looking at the momentum market's going up. That's what it looks like right now. Then looking at the waves on my the momentum on my MACD when they fade away, I want to take advantage of that, right? I want to take advantage of the fades. And remember, the weaker the signal, the lower the momentum, which means the less volatile the market is. That's why I said you're better off definitely using this strategy only if you get momentum like this one, like this one, like this one. Now look at this one. Very, very small. This is very, very small. So you don't want that. You want to be taking trades when the market looks really, really good. And this stuff works. It absolutely does work. And like I said, tomorrow, hopefully, I'll try to show you guys in more detail. But so I'm going to end the show here. Let me close this trade. I want to leave it open while I'm going. Close this trade. Quick 1% gain. No big deal. But I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Like I said, man, short show. I do have my kids thing to do. I am going to we're going to talk about this in more detail tomorrow. Tomorrow, more detail, and I'll show you exactly what you need to do, and I'll show you exactly the time frames, your indicators, all that shit. And we're going to go through them one by one. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow, guys. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. About 5:30 CST tomorrow. I'll be back from those show, guys. Okay. I apologize. I couldn't stay long. I just have to go do my son's having a thing at school, so I don't want to miss it. So I have to go be there. So I'll see you guys later. Let me end this stream, and I'll be back later tomorrow. I'll see you guys